Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. We'll be reviewing Carnage 10. Check this cover out by Kendrick Lim. Man, he is just on fire with these Carnage covers for this series and run. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff happens in this one. I'm not sure exactly how I think about it, honestly. Before we get dived into that and my thoughts on this issue, I do want to let you guys know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. We'll be giving this book away. It's Marvel #1 variant when we hit 600 subscribers. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get dived into Carnage 10. Now, as always, we'll be going heavy into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled for the issue until you read it, that is your warning. Next up, we always shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right guys? Now, as I said, on this issue, we have Kendrick Lim is doing the cover, Ram V is the writer, Francesco Manna is doing art, Eric Arciniega is doing colors, with letters by Joe Sabino. And we start kind of in the mind of Torin, this dwarf that's being tasked by Carnage to create a new really evil weapon, basically, right? He's trying to make a weapon to make himself like a god. That's been his goal this whole time. And he's thinking about how he's gonna use this this forge as a trap, basically, to kill Carnage. We get this really awesome 2-page spread here of Carnage kind of controlling the different levers and mechanisms at Niflheim to help make this this weapon, right? And Torin asks Neely, Kenneth Neely, the serial killer, if he's like ready for this plan. At this point, since the last issue too, it sort of seems like Neely's not really on Carnage's side anymore, and he's sided with Torin in this plan. And they explain what the plan is they're going to use the way that they heat the blades in Niflheim, which is by capturing stars. They're going to use that to it's apparently like the hottest thing and the most energy or whatever, and only this metal can take it, the metal from Niflheim, right? And they don't think he'll survive. And then we go to Kenneth Neely, and he's kind of talking with you know, the part of the symbiote that he has in his head, and that says, you know, John, I have to say, I'm proud of you just a little bit. And Kenneth says, I just want to do what I came here to do. Stop Carnage, get Neely, go home. And the symbiote replies, see, that's the part I'm proud of. You had a ticket. You could have gone home, and yet you showed commitment. You showed mettle. You should be proud. And Shade says, I can never really go back, can I? And the symbiote replies, would you want to? And Shade says, yes, of course. You think I like hearing Cletus Cassidy in my head all the time? All this blood and guts and impossible choices and unending violence. You think I like doing all of this? The symbiote says, like? What's like got to do with any of it? You've looked past the veil. You know what's out there. Symbiotes and space and spiderlings and elves and giants. You've now colored the far past the lines. You've discovered art and meaning and inspiration, abhorrent though it might be. I don't think you'll ever want to shut yourself in your little box again, Johnny. And Shade says, you're wrong. He says, okay. And Shade gets more angry, telling him that he's wrong. And Then we go back to Kenneth Neely and Torim trying to trap Carnage with this, like all the power of stars, and it's it's kind of like Thor type magic and stuff. And so they end up trapping him in this, right? As you can see here. And he's not doing well. He's not doing well at all. They pretty much think, oh, we've got him defeated, right? And but at that point, Jonathan Shade shows up, and for some reason he is just drawn to go and touch Carnage, who is reaching out of this cage that he's trapped in, as you saw there, and that gets him made into a, he uses the outstretched hand of Shade to bond with Shade and get himself out of the trap that he was in. Through this, he kind of learned that the Thorin wasn't gonna give him this metal, and so he scavenged. He used his Carnage. This is what they say. He used his Carnage power to scavenge all the different dead bodies and stuff that were around at Niflheim, and glean specks of it in their lungs, and until he had enough of it that he finally made this weapon. And they just holding this so I can show you guys. And he kind of, I guess he does get the power of a god. At the end here, he kills Thorin, and then Kenneth Neely runs, and there's kind of this device that Thorin was showing him, saying, we can use this to escape once we've taken him out and go anywhere we want. And he grabs it, and he's thinking he's going to use it to take me to the one person who might know how to stop Carnage. And we see at the very end here that he does show up at Cletus Cassidy's house, who we had a couple issues back, the solo issue of what's going on with Cletus Cassidy, and he's pretty much a psychopath. So yeah, he's shown up at Cletus Cassidy's house in an attempt to try to see if Cletus Cassidy can help him stop Carnage, who is super powered at this point, right? So thoughts on the issue? I mean, you know how sometimes when a story doesn't quite go, there's a couple ways you were like, I hope it goes one of these ways. I think they'd be cool. This was not the way I was thinking. I kind of was hoping Shade was going to be some sort of good guy superhero symbiote a la Venom. That is not what it appears has just happened. And it's kind of interesting to me too that they're now drafting it. It feels like now drafting Kenneth Neely as the main protagonist and the last person left who can stop Carnage. And damn, I'm a little saddened by that. I'm still curious where this is gonna go, and I guess at this point, I'll be honest, I'd like to see somebody else step in. Like, where's Spider-Man? Where's Venom? What do they have to say about Carnage attaining all this power? I'm pretty sure they could stop him, right? I guess that's where I'm at with it. I don't know. It's been so good up to this point, and I don't want to just be like, oh, they're gonna throw this Shade character out now, because maybe they won't. Maybe he'll be able to fight Carnage from inside. That, what I'm saying, there still could be some possibilities with this. I am a little sad that, at least for me, it felt like John Shade was sort of out of character in this issue. Like, he started getting really angry with the symbiote, and what I'm saying, like, no, I don't want to do this anymore, and this is just too much, and I don't know. That was a hard swing in a opposite direction character wise from where he had been for me. But hey, it could, like what they were saying in there too is that it's possible that basically it's possible that Jonathan Shade was stupid and just walked over there and touched Carnage because he's an idiot. Or it's also possible that he was somehow under Carnage's control because of the symbiote that he had given him. And so, like I said, maybe they have a workaround on this. I'm gonna give it a hesitant thumbs up. The art's still super awesome. And yeah, that's what I have today, guys. As always, if you watch this far into the video and you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out to more people, so more people find my Fun Times channel about comic books. As always, we'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.